This is a review of the class that was delivered. This is the flowing section. So as always, I will take the time just to adjust the posture. Give 100% of the weight of your body to the seat. Adjust your feet into symmetry. Release your deep belly muscles. Feel the shape change as the tension releases. Relax your deep hip joints. Head as if suspended. Gentle lengthening. Realignment of the bones of the spine of the neck down to mid-shoulder blade level. Breathe to be calm. Three-dimensional expansion of the belly. Three-dimensional expansion of the ribs. Relax. Breathing in belly, ribs, relax. Hands to position 1. Breathing in belly, ribs, relax the breath, 3, 4. Belly, ribs, relax. Move your middle fingers tracing to lazy round shapes in space. Make the shape smaller and smaller and smaller. Still coordinating the breath, belly, ribs, relax. And as if your middle fingers are turning on a point in space. So your arms trace the wave through space, but the wave starts with the belly, ribs, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. Belly, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. Belly to the fingers. Let your hands float. So your hands drape between your thighs. Breathing belly, ribs, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingertips. Bring your hands to rest in your lap. Breathing in belly, ribs. Use your mind. Switch on your nervous system. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. One wave from the belly, down the arms, to the fingers. So to flow down the legs, as you breathe into the belly, instead of being aware of the ribs expanding, breathing into the belly, and then have a sense that you're expanding sideways into the hip joints. And then you're going to flow down through the thighs, through the knees, through the ankles, to the heels, where you feel them rest on the floor, along the soles of your feet, to the pads of your toes. Breathing in belly, hips, knees, ankles, heels, toes. We're going to break this down a little more systematically. So to start with, be aware of the pelvis resting like an anchor. Relax the deep belly muscles to the change of shape. Relax your deep hip joints. Just be aware of that bony structure of the pelvis resting on the seat and the hip joints. And I want you to keep that structure, and you can breathe to incorporate that structure so the belly fills. Have a sense that the flowing sensation is now expanding sideways into the hips, down the thighs to the knees. I find it helpful just to think of a three-dimensional shape that would just be the belly, the hips, and the thighs to the knees. And you're just switching that structure on. Very soft breathing. Just using your mind, switching on your nervous system to your knees. Once you feel you have that structure, just extend the sensation beyond the knees, down to the ankles. Just breathing belly, hips, knees, ankles. Think of your foot as a three-dimensional structure, and you're going to fill that three-dimensional structure next in the chain. So it's belly, hips, knees, ankles, feet. the same way you have that skeletal structure of the pelvis and the hip joints, just be aware of the heel bones resting on the floor, the balls at the base of the big toes, and the balls at the base of the little toes. Try to have these structures, the heels and the balls at the base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, resting like an anchor. The same sensation as in the pelvis. And keep these structures as you flow through, incorporating them as you flow past them. From the belly to the pads of your toes. Very soft breathing. Next time, breathe in. We'll flow up our torso and down the arms again. Pelvis like an anchor. Release deep hip joints. Breathing in belly, ribs, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. Next time, breathe in. You're going to start with the belly. And I want you to flow up your torso, down your arms, but at the same time, you're going to flow sideways into the hips and down the legs to the heels and pads of your toes. So the wave starts in the belly and it flows through your body to end in the fingers and the toes. Your whole body expands with the breath. And relax. You ripple like a jellyfish. Belly, arms, legs, fingers, toes.